Oh, Hello Kitty, patron saint of merchandising. What? The actual? What's up? It's 9:48 in the morning, the second day of September in the year of our Lord Hello Kitty, patron saint of merchandising 2023. I am the OGGM. Just as I was ending my video 5 seconds ago about rumor control, I checked the stock numbers for Hasbro because I realized I had forgotten to check them this morning, and Hasbro stock dropped almost $50 a share overnight. Last night it closed at 130, which is when I sold off my shares. I said I was going to sell them when they hit 130, and I did sell them off. This morning, the stock market opens at Hasbro taking a $49.21 drop, which is kind of ridiculous and scary. And thank God I sold off yesterday. Still, I'm going to make less money than I thought, but yeah, thank God I sold it yesterday. I kept one share so I could keep checking the news. So I sold off 9 of my shares. I kept one so I could keep checking this. Why? What happened yesterday? Well, okay, let's go to the Hasbro website. As of August 31st was the last time they updated this, so that would have been Thursday. Hasbro announced that they're doing a live action Peppa Pig thing. It'll be mostly around the UK. It's called Peppa Pig Surprise Party. It'll be an immersive, interactive, theatrical pop-up thing. We've got the Nerf action experience opening up in Pigeon Forge. That won't last very long, but it's basically a Nerf park or opening up in one of the weirdest cities in the world, at least in the United States, Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. God, if you've never seen videos in that place, it is just mind-blowing. They've announced that they're going to be doing Monopoly-inspired clothing. They've announced that they're beginning to be doing more Peppa Pig inspired clothing for the youngins. And we're going to do a G.I. Joe inspired clothing with a 1980s feel to it for the young boys and girls who like G.I. Joe. Clue Diary of a Wimpy Kid edition was announced. Nerf Dog Glow. So I guess it's going to be Nerf toys that are okay to play with after dark, and you can play with your dogs. We've got some new Monopoly pop culture editions coming up. Monopoly AC/DC, Monopoly Lexington, that's the city, I think. Monopoly Chiang Mai, that's the city. Monopoly Lancaster, again, the city. And Monopoly Snowdinia, that's another city. We've got official Transformers meets G.I. Joe comic book coming up, which will tie into possibly the next Transformer movies, which is supposed to be Transformers versus G.I. Joe. And that's it. Nothing on here that would make me think, wow, something really, really bad happened overnight. So I guess people are just upset with the shenanigans that Hasbro is pulling. There was a story the day before yesterday about how D&D sales had dropped, despite the fact that Wizards would have you believe they have got increased. So another independent research was done in Europe about stores in Europe and comparing sales in 2020 with 2023. So as we know, 2020, 2021, D&D sales are up 80, 90%, as opposed to where they are now, which is only 40%. They're up 40%. So that's, a 40% drop in sales from where they were this time in 2020, 2021. Gee, what happened in 2020, 2021 that's no longer happening that would result in the fact sales dropping? Was there some major event that kept everybody inside in 2020, 2021 and kept people glued to the interweb and had nothing to do but hang out with their family and friends and play board games because they were stuck inside for like 2 years? Yeah, I can't think of anything that happened between then and now that would have accounted for why sales have diminished between where they were last year or 2 years ago. Yeah, nothing. I mean, plus the whole January thing. It's not like that affected sales. The utter bombing of the movie, that's not like that affected sales. the continuing history of just stupid choices that Wizards of the Coast makes, I can't imagine why that would affect sales. But as for why the stock dropped $50, no clue. It'll be interesting to tune in on Monday to see if we have a reason why and see if they can recover. So right now it's a 37% loss for anybody who cares. Anyways, that's it. I'm the OGGM. If you appreciate this nonsense, let me know. If you never want to hear me talk about this topic ever again, let me know. Till next time, stay dry. It's raining, or there's fires or floods.